Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm the creator of Indecisive Generator, where as of right now, I make push pins and magnets with positive affirmation on them. Some of them have swear words in them for a little, enhanced positivity. So the camera is backwards. I record everything on my iPhone, and I will invest in the proper equipment once I become more once I do this regularly and I commit to actually doing this. So it says enjoy the little things. Inhale confidence and exhale doubt. So I have all these kinds of things, and then I put them together in a nice little package, and I make a little hexagon design with them. But today I'm going to show you how my process of how I do this. I don't use molds. So everything's like free form, I guess. Is that the word I want? Sometimes words are really hard for me, and English is my first language, but still. So I have to figure out everything on my own. I don't know anybody who does resin. I looked through YouTube and Google, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. So I had to figure it out. So just explain and show you all the materials that I use, and I'll link them below if you're interested. So the first thing, not the first thing, one of the things is this resin photo paper, Amazon. Because if you use regular paper or photo paper, you have to seal it because it's so porous, so the resin will absorb into it and it'll distort the image and the inks and whatnot. It'll make it run. So these I don't have to, which saves so much time, because if you, depending on which sealant you use a spray, you have to do multiple coats, and you can between each coat you have to wait 15 minutes, and I think at the end you have to wait at least 2 hours before you can handle the paper. And I was like, I don't have time for that. So I use Canva. Please don't come at me, I am not an artist, but I just find the designs I like the flowers and everything. It says be so completely, can it focus? Be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves. Safe, feel safe to be themselves too. I don't know if you can see that. Be present. You are gorgeous. Like, who doesn't want to see this? On a regular basis, on their vision board, or even at work. Not sure. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I use Canva, do all that. I print it out on the paper, and then I use this. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna have some staticky. My microphone, which I get on Amazon, $15. It seems to be doing a trick right now. I get this at. Oh, so if you don't know, I live in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. There are multiple islands, so Oahu is the main one with the capital, not the biggest island. That is an island called Big Island or Hawaii Island. I live on Oahu. So we don't have a Hobby Lobby or a Michael's or any of those bigger chains. Our craft store is called Ben Franklin. So I looked through Amazon, and I haven't ever really looked for this brand, but I looked through Amazon, didn't really find the one that I like. So I get this at Ben Franklin, and it's 0.01 and the thickness of it. So it's pretty thick. You can get thicker ones, I'm sure, like 2.02. I haven't used that one yet because it doesn't come in this big size. It only comes in a little one, and when we start having to charge, it adds up. So this works for now. There is a film on here, like the kind where you have on your key, right? Film. I didn't know that when I was cutting them. They separate it when I put the resin on. They separate, and I was like, "Oh my god, why are they separating? Did I mess up?" And my boyfriend was like, "Did you take the plastic off?" I was like, "No, I never knew there was plastic." I don't know. I don't do this. For some reason, he knew how. I don't know. So I make hexagon shapes with my Cricut. Um, I so can you be able to see it? I don't know. They make hexagon shapes and they fit perfectly. I don't with these and how I cut these out. What did I use? What is it called? Not a hole punch, but like a hole punch, and they just fit perfectly. So these are mine are 2 inches, like 1, 2, right? 2 inches, and it fits. Sometimes I have to adjust it. That's fine. But it just adds. It makes it more sturdy or thicker. How can you see it though? I'm trying to find one that really. So these are all my bent ones, and they're just not flat. I'm not happy with them. I want, yeah. I don't know. They just weren't. They're just not flat. You can't see it. I don't know. It's just me. It's not just me. So they just weren't flat. I just wasn't happy with it. So I had to figure out something to do. So I figured out my Auihiay lamp. For if you don't know, I am a massage therapist and a cosmetologist. I own another business, and I used to do nails, and it's just not my happy place anymore. So I have an Auihiay lamp, as you'll see in the video, and an LED lamp. And so the Auihiay lamp gets too hot, so I had to figure out what to do. So I put it on an acrylic shelf. It's up and it distributes nicely. So much better. Do that. I'm just trying to think of my process. And then so some of these are the older ones. I had to make a lot. Oh, see, look how much that. Can you still see it? Like it bends a lot. I just don't like it. I had my first market and I didn't really have inventory, and I only gave myself 2 weeks to create all this. I made myself crazy. So some of them aren't up to my standards. Let's see. So, and they don't have my name, my business name, branding on the back of them. Even the nice ones, they don't. So once I was done with that market, and I have another one coming up in like 3-ish weeks, I had the brain capacity and the energy to figure out how to get my branding on the back. Can you see? So this is clear, it's clear vinyl paper, sticker paper. I just stick it on the back and put the resin right over it, and it stays. So now I have my name. I'm like all disoriented. I'm just trying to figure out. So the resin that I use is I use the brand Let's Resin. This is the first brand I use, and I like it so far. I don't have any problems. I do use two, and you'll see it in this video for like a moment, but really won't understand. So this one is just clear resin, and this one I mix with a little bit of white pigment and glitter paint, just so it adds, because it adds a little something on the back, and also on the resin photo paper has the watermark for the company. I really don't want that showing, so I hide it. I don't know. Can you see? Kind of see the glitter. And then with certain ones, like the ones that are watercolor. Oh, that was terrible. Watercolor designs. It'll have it. Can't really tell. Whereas this one, trust the process. It won't. You can kind of see the glitter. Not really. You see it in person. It adds a little something. So I have both of those. I'll do that. These are earth magnets. They're 5 by 2 milliliters, and they're really strong. And that was my main thing, is to find really strong magnets. And then, so these are push pins, and they come with the backing as a set. If not, for a while, for some of them, I had either regular thumbtacks, and then you can buy the caps separately from Amazon. But this came as a set, and it made more sense. Although I do have extra backings just in case these get lost. You can always use extra. I glue it down with E6000 glue, and then for a while I was using chopsticks to spread out my resin, but now I use this. I use chopsticks for a lot of things. I don't know if that's an Asian thing. And then I use a butane torch to pop the micro bubbles in the resin. You can use a lighter as well, or not a hot glue gun. What is it called? Hot glowy gun, whatever. I don't know what it's called right now. Thing, right? Whatever it's called. So I use this for my shrink plastic. That's something else. To pop the micro bubbles. And important thing, if you're gonna do resin, whether UV resin or epoxy resin is a two-parter that you have to mix together. I am not ready to try epoxy resin. I do want to, but can't lie, I am ready to try epoxy resin. There's so much more other things that I want to do, and let's not have a million projects going all at once, because I will get distracted. I do get distracted very easily. But the thing that you want, no matter what, is a mask so you don't inhale the chemicals that is in here. But so when I first started doing this, I was in my garage. Before I had this set up, I was in my garage, and I figured, because I'm outside in a very well ventilated area with the ceiling fan going, and I have 2 other fans mounted to the walls. Perfect. No, I had a chemical reaction inhaling it, and then with releasing the butane torch for that, it adds another set of chemicals. It didn't click, and I started getting these rashes. It's very faint. You can kind of see it. All 3 here, and my eyelash girl is the one who asked, and I'm like, I don't know where that came from. Because I have another client who she was getting the same thing, and she doesn't do any of this. So we're like, oh, is it because we're getting older and all these things and blah blah blah. My eyelash girl is the one who helped me figure that out. So I started wearing these, and I put the cream on. So it looks a lot better. My dog is out there. Hi, Mahina. I know you want to come inside, huh? See, I get very distracted easily. Squirrel, my dog. Um, so in facial reflexology, this dogs, sorry, this is your lung. So all within here was red and not inflamed. It wasn't itchy. It was itchy once I knew it was there. So like I touched my face a lot. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I touch it. I'm like, what is this? Oh yeah, that. And that's when I was like, oh, now it's itchy because I know it's there. It's all through here. Sometimes I'll have it. Sometimes I'm not. I won't wear this if I just want to do something really quick. And then because I'm inhaling it, I see it, and then I'll put my cream on, or I'll take a break for a couple of days to a week, and then it'll clear up. So it looks really good right now. But also I'm wearing this, but I also press this right here, so I can't wear this mask for a long time. I think an hour and a half tops. 2 is the longest because it adds here and it causes me to start getting headaches, and I rarely get headache. Another thing I use is a air purifier, so it's right by my desk. I have a fan over here, my ceiling fan that goes, and then I have windows all through here, so I still obviously will wear this. Nitrile gloves, oops, as well. And I'm very, what we would call, I hope I don't offend anybody right now. I'm so sorry. Pocket, Chinese, and cheap. Not really cheap, like useful. Let's reuse things. Yeah, so use your gloves because it absorbs into our hand, into our skin, and because our skin is porous. So once I'm done for the day, I will wash my hands with hot water and soap, and I will dry these out and reuse them because hey, why not? Since let's not keep wasting gloves, right? So I'll keep using them until one, it rips, or they just get so disgusting. So I don't know how long. I think these are going on like 2 weeks now. Show this, show my butane. I think that's it. I have the sand block, whatever it's called, because sometimes you'll have like some resin that'll stick out, and I just sand it. Easy. I use these to hold it up. It makes it easier. And these are just, what is it called? Makeup containers. They slide on. There's a cap. It comes in a stack. I got these from Target in the Target spot area. I don't know what it's called. You all know what section I'm talking about. Came with 4, I believe, and they're like $3. They're like covered in resin now, but whatever. I think that is it that I do for this. I'm just trying to think. I know that was a very long pause. Yeah, so you'll see all of this to make it up by hand and figure things out on my own. And then as I get more skilled in this, I'm sure it'll improve like everything else. But yes, that is my process for this. So it's gonna be a really short video. I'm trying to be consistent and just post things. The next thing sneak peek. I reposted on my Instagram, so not really a sneak peek. Again, please don't get offended. I like to swear. So these are shrink dogs. So many dogs. Shrink plastics. So they're actually this size. You shrink them down and they come to this size. I'll put like a little tiny sneak peek. It's actually really fun to watch. So my friend told me, make a jar of fucks. Fuck jar. And then you hand out when you give a fuck about a person or a situation, right? You care. Shit. And I have ones that I have like the little poop emojis. And of course, we're also gonna make one that says aloha on it. Give some aloha, give some love, happiness out there. So just humor. Right? We need to learn to laugh and humor, enjoy life, not take it so seriously. So I'll put a little. I reposted it on my Instagram. Yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, it's just indecisive generator. The indecisive generator. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I have like 3 other things that I want to do that's not related to resin or shrink plastic. Because I just, like I said, I'll just do things that feel good for my soul and what makes my inner child happy. So I believe that's it for this intro. I hope you guys like it.